will crush Indian economy. Well, here's a message for you, Mr. Graham. Maybe crush your arrogance first. Well, a US senator just threatened India, and the message from India is crystal clear. We don't take orders from the US. Well, in a fiery rant on Fox News, a US Republican Senator, Lindsey Graham, warned that India, China and Brazil could face economic destruction if they continue buying the Russian oil. He openly said that if you keep buying cheap Russian oil, we will crush your economy. That's right, a US lawmaker thinks that he can crush the economic sovereignty of over 3 billion people, simply because they think that America has an upper hand. Let me tell you, Graham didn't stop there. He claimed that Trump's administration is preparing 100% tariffs on all oil-related imports from Russia's trading partners. Not just that, he had earlier proposed a 500 tariffs on all the goods from countries like India and China who don't cut ties with Moscow. You know what his exact words were? This is blood money. Putin won't stop unless we make him stop. But here's the reality. India is not part of this war. India didn't invade anybody. India didn't provoke NATO. India didn't fuel decades of expansionist policy. Now what India did and continues to do is buy affordable oil to ensure energy security for 1.4 billion people. Well, that's not blood money, Mr. Graham. That's responsible governance. Now let's rewind. Since the war in Ukraine began, the West has imposed massive sanctions on Russia, hoping to bring Moscow to its knees. But that hasn't worked. Russia still earns billions from energy exports. Why? Because countries like India are buying oil legally through open markets at discounted rates. In fact, Europe did the same for decades until they couldn't anymore. Now, when India does it, what is your problem? And let's not forget here, Mr. Graham represents a country that invaded Iraq based on lies, bombed Libya into chaos and still has troops in Syria without permission. And you dare call out India on morality? In the meantime, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte joined the chorus asking India, China and Brazil to call up Putin and force him to the negotiating table or face massive consequences. Once again, double standards at their finest. These are the same NATO countries that sold arms and did business with Russia over years, even after Crimea was annexed in 2014. But you know what India's response is? Calm, sharp and sober. Well, the foreign ministry said securing the energy needs for our people is our overriding priority. And most importantly, New Delhi warned the West against any double standards on global trade and conflict. Now let's be very clear here. India is nobody's client state. We don't follow orders that are barked from a TV studio in Washington. We don't let foreign senators dictate our energy policy, and we certainly don't forget history when it comes to who really profits from the war. So here's a message to Senator Graham. Before you threaten to crush economies, maybe try to look at the damage your own wars have already caused. Because if India stands for anything, it is strategic autonomy, it is energy independence, and it is the national interest of our people.